AI data centers are critical infrastructure. This is the century of AI. Global superpowers are competing for AI dominance worldwide. And as critical infrastructure, AI data centers need the level of cybersecurity that's appropriate for such important assets. In the AI cybersecurity realm, we've seen a lot of focus so far on model security and application security, protecting against data poisoning and jailbreaking of models. We haven't seen as much security at the infrastructure foundational level. The hardware, the servers, the GPUs, the TPUs, the firmware of the gear, the networking components that make up AI data centers. I'm Snyder from Eclypsium, and I'm going to provide a quick demo of how Eclypsium can provide security and integrity and vulnerability monitoring for the foundations of AI data centers. I'm starting out here on the Eclypsium Management Console, and I'm going to quickly go over into our asset list and show you how to get a view of your total GPU fleet within your environment. So from here, I can see all of the assets in my environment, and I'm going to go ahead and filter and select GPU within components. From there, I'm seeing nothing but the devices that have GPUs in them inside of my environment. And I have some summary information here that there are 29 integrity failures, 19 vulnerable assets, and 19 assets with outdated firmware versions on them. If I scroll down, I can see more detail about the different devices that have GPUs inside of them in my environment. I can page through to see different types, and I can see here that some are listed as current, some are listed as outdated, some have vulnerabilities associated, some do not. I can get a further level of detail on any individual device with a GPU in my fleet by clicking on it. I can see all the different components from the UEFI and BIOS to the GPU itself, the trusted platform module, the processor and chipset, baseboard management, and other critical components that represent part of the cyber attack surface for any AI data center, and that are typically not being monitored by vulnerability management or other security solutions that you may have in your environment. With one further click, I can get into even more details about this specific GPU. I can go down and I can see the scan information, and I can click in and see a great deal of detail about the actual hashes that we have extracted for the vBIOS and for various components and details about this device. And what Eclypsium allows you to do with this information is set a trusted baseline that you can apply across your entire environment, saying that here are the configurations, the components, the firmware hashes down to this level of detail that I expect to see across my entire environment. So for every NVIDIA GH200 in my environment, here are the details that I want to see. Here are the firmware combinations and the component combinations that I deem acceptable. And then we can monitor that over time so that if any of those devices in your fleet have a change in their integrity or something about these details changes in a way that you don't accept or expect and that's not trusted in your environment, you know that there's something that needs to be investigated, whether there's malicious activity going on, whether some sort of risk was accidentally introduced by a user that had leased out some bare metal resources from you and changed something in the hardware during their usage, and you're trying to refresh those devices before releasing them to a new user. This level of detail is not going to be available to you at scale across your environment very easily from any other solution, but Eclypsium can help you not only continually monitor for your components and GPUs and firmware hashes and detect vulnerabilities and risky behavior at that level across your entire GPU fleet. So Eclypsium is securing the foundation of AI data centers and therefore of AI infrastructure, which is the critical battlefield for global competition in the 21st century. To learn more about how Eclypsium can help you secure your AI data centers, visit eclypsium.com and look at our solution page about AI data center security, or feel free to reach out and schedule a live in-person demo with our engineers to see what this would look like in your own AI data center environment or enterprise AI data center. Thank you.